Mobile starts to roll. Shadow Terror coming up a nice trial win here earlier in the week. It's a class horse of this sort of trial. It does have a tricky gate of number 6, so it'll be interesting to see whether he goes forward or goes back from 6. He does have a gate speed and can handle a bit of pressure. So trial at the start. We're just a little bit off the mobile, but does feel a position. Green lights on after track, showing no gate speed with Midnight Horror from barrier number 2 and rolling across from the top. Shadow Terror shows great gate speed across this front of these field and will lead this trial by about 5 metres easily. Going into that first turn, on its back then comes Unethical, Human Death. We have Jason Kerry from DY. On its back comes Captain Dan. 3 back to DY, just got a little bit of a miss there, and yeah, it's broken up. So DY's gone a little bit wrong in this trial at the start. Yeah, he's out of contention now. But it's all Shadow Terror out in front. Lead by about 15 metres in the second spot on Ethical. Working up on the outside comes Captain Dan. 3 back to Ted. Fresh Congregating Daylight. 1 out, 1 back. Alright, waiting for no one in front of Rocco. He's rolling along in this trial. Shadow Terror can do this, so he's a good front runner horse, and he's settled down by about 6 metres, 7 metres now. Filling his back is Unethical. Captain Dan working up on the outside. 3 back to pegs is Daylight, and Midnight Horror is elected to stay on the pegs for the time being. So a lap and a half to go. Still out in front, no changes. It's Shadow Terror. The back horses on its back now, feeling his back now, so there's no gap there now, but it's Unethical in second spot, and then in the death we have Captain Dan. Daylight's worked away from the pegs to be 1 out, 1 back, and Midnight Forest taking peg runs. So the work past the winner post this time, and it's Shadow Terror. Get the bell, and Shadow Terror out in front. Second Captain Dan. Unethical on the back of Shadow Terror. Daylight's 1 out, 1 back, and Midnight Fire 3 back to pegs. And DY's been taken off the track. So he's out of the race. Out in front, Shadow Terror. Another nice kick. He's got a bit of a breather in the middle sectionals, and he's out in front by about 1.5 metres. Working up on the outside, he's Captain Dan here. He's just put his head in front of Shadow Terror. I'm not sure if Shadow Terror's just being lazy here or... No, he hasn't. He's actually Captain Dan's headed in, and working up on the outside comes Daylight. Unethical's worked off the pegs, and Midnight Forest looking for runs. So, the race has changed complexion here as Shadow Terror has just found a little bit wanting now. I'm not sure if he's being lazy because he is starting to kick back on the inside, but no, up on the outside, Daylight come with a good run, and it's gone in front by about 3 metres. Shadow Terror is trying to kick back on the pegs, but Daylight's made a run and kicked out by about 3 metres. Unethical starting to follow him into the race, but it's all Daylight. Daylight's out in front by about 3 metres. Big trial by Captain Dan there in second spot. That part, stuff on. Unethical rank 3rd, then comes Midnight Horror, and Shadow Terror, different horse from when he trialled last week. It's dropped out. Didn't drop out, didn't finish off the race.